Oh, so I haven't checked out the news in a while. Uh, let's see what's going on in the world. Let's do the rounds. Ah, InfoWars, the most reputable of news sources. So, let's see what's going on today. Expert, collapsing fertility rates in the West should be celebrated. Because we're all going to be replaced with migrants anyway. By Paul Joseph Watson. This is from almost 3 weeks ago. How did I miss this? Let me see. A leading expert says declining fertility rates in the West should be a cause for celebration because migration from countries in Africa will replace the native populations. What? Replace the native populations? Why? Harper said that although it may anger the right wing, migration is that wonderful balancing act, and that German Chancellor Angela Merkel took the million refugees because she desperately needed to boost her working population. This claim has confounded the fact. Oh, I think you accidentally a word there, Paul. Yes, this claim is confounded the fact that only a quarter of refugees entering Germany will be in the workforce within 5 years, with some taking 10 years to enter the labor market. Wait, then, so this replacement isn't to get new workers? She was lying? Then there must be an ulterior motive. The environmental benefits of having fewer children were also emphasized in a Guardian report about Harper's comments, with research showing that having one fewer child reduces a parent's carbon footprint by 58 tons of CO2 a year. Quite how these benefits... Oh, you did it again, Paul. Quite how these benefits are only ever usually amplified in Western countries and not African countries like Niger, I think I can say that, where women have an average of 7 children remains a complete mystery. Indeed, media propaganda about the wonderful benefits of having no children are only ever pushed on Westerners, where sperm counts and fertility rates are already collapsing, and never on third world countries where the population is still booming. So it's not about getting new workers, it's not about climate change. Those are just excuses. They're only pushing for Westerners to stop having children. Meanwhile, everyone else just breeds away and then moves in to replace them. But who could be behind this great replacement? What group both hates the West and controls the media? Well, one thing's for sure. When we do find this group, any actions we take against them will be in self-defense. We must secure the existence of our people and a future for Western children. And whether that means arresting these people or throwing them into gas chambers, it will all be in self-defense. Thank you, Paul Joseph Watson, for this wonderful article on the totally real threat of Western genocide. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you. Well, that was about 30 seconds of reading. I'm already bored. Let me see what they have on YouTube. Ben Shapiro destroys transgenderism and pro-abortion arguments. This seems interesting. Though I probably can't show all of this.
It's not a matter of open-minded and accepting. I want them to get treatment that they see fit. That's not involving me. The idea behind the transgender movement as a civil rights movement is the idea that all of their problems would just go away if I would pretend that they were the sex to which they claim membership. That's nonsense. The transgender suicide rate is 40%. It is 40%. And according to the Anderson School at UCLA, it makes no difference. There's a study that came out last year. It makes no difference, virtually no difference, statistically speaking, as to whether people recognize you as a transgender person or not. So the idea that suicidality is directly a result of people like me saying, no, men are not women and women are not men, it's not true. It's also...
Do you think it doesn't impact their identity at all or their depression or how they feel about themselves?
I think the idea that you're going to sacrifice the entire society's proper definition of sex because you think that there is in legal terms, somebody with an eggshell skull, meaning that somebody who has a pre-existing condition that makes them more susceptible to criticism, that is not a way to run a society. You can't sacrifice truth because some people are going to actually suffer because of the truth. Plus, there's no evidence whatsoever that the suicide rate would go down in the transgender community in any marked way if people just started pretending that men were women and women were men.
Wow, finally, someone is speaking the truth. These people are sick, and all the left is doing is enabling their mental illnesses. And like he said, the transgender suicide rate doesn't change at all based on how society treats them. Yep, that is a true fact, backed 100% by logic. The UCLA did a study even, they proved it. However, rather than spending 5 seconds doing a Google search to corroborate what Benjamin said, rather than check if he's misquoting the study, or if the study had flawed methodology, or if the overwhelming majority of studies actually said the exact opposite of what Benjamin said, I think I'm going to do zero research and take his word at face value. After all, I'm not a man of learning, I'm a man of action, and we're never going to solve this trans problem until we confront the issue head on. You will never be a woman, you stupid tranny retard, no matter what you do or how much you want to be. Girls are girls and boys are boys. It's basic science. Pronouns have referred to chromosomes for the past 6,000 years. And you're not about to change it with your cultural Marxist bullshit. Live your life as a man or end your life as a man, you perverted fucking freak. Kill yourself. You are not a woman. And send. I really hope he gets the help that he needs. You bore me, Benjamin Shapiro, with all of your facts and logic. I need to watch a right-wing YouTuber that's funny and entertaining. Let me see. Here we go. Now, let me see. Who's real? PewDiePie, stop doing this. Genius needs to be stopped. Don't need to watch that. It's probably about me. I'm not afraid to say it.
What a fucking nigger. Jeez, oh my god, what the fuck?
Thank you, PewDiePie, for taking a stand against old media and defending gamer culture. I am proud to call myself one of your subscribers. Subscribe to PewDiePie. The Federalist. Much like InfoWars, it's one of the most trusted names in conservative news. Let me see. Alright, I need a podcast to listen to while playing Minecraft. And the Federalist Radio Hour should be the perfect fit.
Hi, welcome to the Federalist Radio Hour. I am Bree Payton, staff writer at the Federalist, and my guest for the hour is Kevin Daly, the Supreme Court reporter at the Daily Caller News Foundation. She would be
kind of like a feminist
venerated.
icon. Yeah,
I know, but she was not, especially because she was burned at the stake for being a witch.
I know.
Right? That's just
See,
like...
well, Joan of Arc is kind of like an interesting figure for me because I'm a Catholic and I'm like intensely interested in burning witches. And one of the things that's always struck me as odd about President Trump is that he uses the term witch hunt, like hunting for witches isn't a very serious thing. And so on the one hand, it's like, well, it's good that we're, like liberally burning witches. And on the other hand, like Joan of Arc is this great saint. And I easily lended to being a kind of like a feminist icon. And I can't imagine like what about her would be offensive. But I'm also like not up on her history, to be honest with you.
I have kind of an unpopular opinion when it comes to burning witches, which is that I think the Salem witch trials, some of it was justified to an extent.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I totally agree.
Okay. Most people would freak out when I say that, but I think at the time, also, I think that there are witches, and I think that there are spiritual forces beyond our control.
Bree,
As a Catholic, I'm sure you agree.
Bree, I swear to you, yesterday I saw an occult group.
Where are you from?
I'm from Buffalo, New York originally.
Okay, so you are like had a front row seat to a lot of occult stuff, right? Because aren't there a lot of occult groups in upstate New York?
I didn't know that. I know that there are a couple of like smaller towns which I avoided.
Like Oneida?
Like Oneida, which were kind of like Wiccan communes. It was very interesting is that I had my AP English Lit and AP English Lang.
Idiots! This is the problem with political discourse today. You have a group of people that says they have a set of values, right? That says they stand by the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, when in reality, they don't care. They don't care at all. They don't care about the very basic aspects of freedom of religion. They would just as soon burn me alive as wish me a good morning. I see now the true evil that lurks at both sides of the political spectrum. The only true open discourse can be found exactly in the center. I renounce my conservative ways. And to Bree Payton of the Federalist and Kevin Daly of the Daily Caller, who wish death upon people with a different religion than them, I say this. A pox on you. A pox on you. A literal pox on the both of you.